did a fantastic job. Kids all over Seattle ducked and covered under their desks, just as they've been taught to do. Even our city council members ducked and covered, if I saw the video accurately, as they were taught to do.
The earth thunders, the buildings shake, the crowds panic. An earthquake. On this program, you'll see amazing video, hear startling stories, and find out how you can survive the next big one. Think you're safe? Don't bet on it. Earthquakes can happen anywhere, anytime. But first, the latest headlines from the Welcome back to this Fox News special presentation, Earthquake. I'm Shepard Smith. The big jolt in the Pacific Northwest was just a reminder from Mother Nature that we should always be earthquake ready. The best way to survive one is to be prepared before it happens. Correspondent Rick Leventhal has a survival guide that could save your life and possibly the lives of those you love.
Forget that television show called Survivor. If you can walk away from a major earthquake, you're a real winner. But to survive this reality, you need a well-thought-out plan of protection and escape. Let's start with your home. It's a potential minefield loaded with hazards. Be sure to bolt bookcases to the wall, strap the water heater to wall studs, and secure computer equipment. Flying objects can be dangerous. Make sure you know how to turn off your gas, water, and electricity, and check for leaks. Many people die in fires after quakes, so you should not light candles if you lose power. Instead, have a flashlight with batteries and a portable radio handy, not in a drawer that'll probably be jammed shut. Listen for emergency bulletins. This could be an important lifeline. And phone lines may go down, so cell phones or walkie-talkies might be the only way to communicate. Rescue experts say you should never use stairs. They're subject to twisting and structural failure and will usually collapse. Do not, repeat, do not crouch under a desk or table. Odds are you'll be crushed to death. Instead, get on the floor next to a sofa or next to a large bulky object that will compress slightly but still leave a void or safe, secure space next to it. Rescue experts refer to this protected area as the triangle of life.
When the apartment collapsed, he was standing next to the refrigerator, and that's what saved him.
If you're in bed when the earthquake occurs, simply roll off onto the floor and lay down next to the bed. It just might protect you from falling debris.
So if you're, say, in a high-rise and you get under a door jamb or under the carrying beam, what will happen is that the weight will come down and it will not only crush you, it will actually smash your bones.
Doug Kopp is the rescue chief of the American Rescue Team International. He's crawled into over 850 collapsed buildings around the world to help save survivors.
It's always best to be on the top floors because there's less weight above you. That means the voids are larger, the survivable spaces are larger, and typically the top of the buildings don't even collapse at all.
The best place to be during an earthquake is outside, away from buildings, trees, telephone and power lines, or anything else that may fall on you. If you're on the road in a car, drive away from bridges or overpasses.
If you're driving a car, stop and lay down next to it. If there's nothing to fall on top of you, do nothing.
Assuming you do survive a major quake, you're going to need food and water supplies. The American Red Cross suggests at least 3 gallons of water per person and plenty of canned or ready-to-eat foods. If the power is off, food in a freezer should be good for a couple of days. Rehearse a survival plan with each member of your household so they know what to do no matter where they are when the quake occurs. And talk to your neighbors. You can all help one another during and after an earthquake. Don't assume you'll get emergency medical help right away. Sign up for basic Red Cross first aid and a CPR course. You should keep long pieces of tourniquet-type material and rope handy in your car and home. And last but not least, watch out for aftershocks.
You must remember that an earthquake is not a single seismic event. All this means is it's a time to pay attention, to stay out of buildings unless you have got to go inside. It's really that simple.
Well, now that we know how to prepare and what to do when an earthquake hits, what about our local, state, and federal governments? Have engineers learned lessons? Have building codes changed enough? And have they prepared for that big one? That's next, after a break.